Namaste, dear seekers of wisdom, and welcome to Gita Guides. Today, we embark on an immersive journey into Chapter 5 of the Bhagavad Gita, a chapter that artfully bridges the seemingly opposite paths of renunciation and selfless action, guiding us toward a life of inner freedom and balanced engagement with the world. Imagine standing at a crossroads where the path of withdrawal from worldly attachments meets the way of active participation in life. In Chapter 5, Lord Krishna clarifies a crucial point that has puzzled many. While the renunciation of action, sannyasa, and the path of selfless action, karma yoga, may appear different on the surface, they ultimately lead to the same goal, liberation. Krishna reveals that the true essence of these paths lies not in abandoning the world entirely, but in performing our duties with a detached heart. When we act without clinging to the results, we purify our actions and free ourselves from the bondage of karma. This chapter invites us to reflect on our everyday lives. It tells us that every task we perform, whether it's as simple as tidying our home, caring for our family, or pursuing our career, can become a sacred act if done selflessly. Krishna explains that the wise see no difference between the renunciant who withdraws from action and the one who acts with complete detachment. In both cases, what matters is the inner attitude. When our actions are free from the ego's desires and selfish cravings, they become offerings to the greater cosmic order, elevating our spirit and bringing us closer to our true nature. The beauty of Chapter 5 lies in its practical application to modern life. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with messages about success, achievement, and material gain, Krishna's words remind us that the journey is more important than the destination. He encourages us to find joy in the process rather than being enslaved by the fruits of our labor. This teaching is especially poignant today, as many of us struggle with burnout, stress, and the relentless pursuit of external validation. By learning to perform our duties with equanimity, engaging fully in our actions while remaining unattached to their outcomes, we cultivate a deep inner peace that sustains us through life's ups and downs. Consider the example of a professional working in a high-pressure environment. Instead of fixating on promotions or recognition, one can focus on doing the work with integrity and dedication. In doing so, the mind finds calm, and the heart is freed from anxiety about success or failure. Similarly, in our personal lives, when we interact with loved ones or contribute to our community without expecting anything in return, we create relationships that are grounded in genuine care and mutual respect. This is the essence of karma yoga as taught in Chapter 5, the practice of selfless service that benefits not only the individual but society as a whole. Chapter 5 also touches upon the nature of the self. Krishna reminds us that the soul is eternal and unaffected by the temporary nature of material experiences. When we realize that our true identity is not defined by our actions or their outcomes, we can engage with life more freely. This realization dissolves the dualities of pleasure and pain, success and failure, and transforms our perception of the world. It teaches us that true freedom comes from within, and that every action, when performed in the spirit of detachment, becomes a step on the path to self-realization. As we reflect on these teachings, we see that the wisdom of Chapter 5 is not an abstract philosophy reserved for ancient sages. It is a practical guide for living a balanced and fulfilling life today. It invites us to embrace our responsibilities with a sense of duty and joy, while letting go of the heavy burden of expectation. In doing so, we unlock a state of inner equilibrium where our actions flow naturally, unburdened by the fear of failure or the lure of excessive rewards. This chapter, in its elegant simplicity, teaches us that the key to liberation lies in the synthesis of action and renunciation. By aligning our inner intentions with our outward activities, we create a harmonious existence where every task becomes an offering to the divine. Whether you are a student, a professional, a parent, or someone on a spiritual quest, the insights of Chapter 5 offer a timeless blueprint for transforming your everyday actions into a source of strength and enlightenment. As we come to the end of our exploration of Chapter 5, I invite you to reflect on your own life. How can you bring more detachment and selfless service into your daily routine? What changes can you make so that your work, your relationships, and your passions become expressions of your inner truth rather than mere pursuits of external rewards? Thank you for joining me on this journey through Chapter 5 of the Bhagavad Gita. If you found these insights meaningful, Please like this video and subscribe to Gita Guides to support our mission of spreading timeless wisdom for modern living. Until next time, may you walk your path with balance, clarity, and an open heart, knowing that every action is a step toward your true self.